Well, the Scottish vote is coming up in less than 2 days. The Scots voting on whether they'll leave the United Kingdom. Unbelievably, there's this debate going on as to whether that would mean the Scottish bit of the Union Jack would then be excised. And we're not seriously talking about the Australian flag in the context of that, are we?
Well, we should be, but
Why?
we're not going to because we're in Australia. And in Australia, we're just not going to talk about stuff that's just too hard, are we, anymore? We tried to discuss it on this program this morning. We had a lot of callers, and the majority of them are people who want just to keep it as it is.
Yeah.
No one wants to change the flag. There's no passion there to change the flag, which underlines one of my theories is that we have, in the last 100 years, we've gone from being a nation of laconic larrikins who, put the middle finger up to the establishment and are prepared to question authority, into a nation of people who are compliant. I mean, I've always had a theory that you can put someone in a pair of bright overalls with a stop sign and send them out into the middle of the CBD and tell the traffic to take a turn, and everyone will go, yes, sir, we will. We're compliant. No one likes to rock the boat in this country anymore, and if you do rock the boat, then you're sort of seen as a little bit strange and out there.
Well,
and this applies to the whole debate about the flag.
Well, look, my position on the Australian flag, I would prefer us not to have another country's flag in the corner of our flag. I can't stand it when I hear people talk about people dying for the flag. I think that's actually quite offensive to soldiers because they didn't die for the flag. They're out there actually trying to keep themselves alive for their family and doing what they're doing. I don't think they were thinking about the flag. But the fact is that I've been doing this for a long time. Majority of people want to keep the flag the way it is, and the majority's increased since we had the Olympics in 2000. We had the Olympics here, the flag was there everywhere. People have now identified with the flag and they like it the way it is. I'd prefer to change it, but we're in a democracy where if the majority want to keep it the way it is, and particularly older people who somehow be offended if it was changed, well, let's leave it the way it is until we come up with something like the New Zealanders have done. They've come up with a fantastic alternate flag, black with a silver fern on it. That'll look amazing. When we come up with something that captures our imagination, then there might be a move for a change.
But what about the bigger issue about us becoming a more compliant, sort of, let's not do today what we can do tomorrow sort of nation?
Well, because,
isn't that the Australia we're in right now?
No, I don't argue that in relation to the flag. I argue that in relation to the Constitution, where you have a thick-headed line, and that's with respect to people who haven't done their homework on this. They're not thick-headed, but there are people who should know better who go, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, when they know the Constitution is riddled with problems, and yet we can't get a decent debate on that, which is the foundation of our country.
And that's my whole point.
I'd rather do that than try and fiddle around with the flag.
But we can't debate anything in this country anymore.
Well, let's talk about the Constitution. Let's do 3.5 hours of discussion of the intricacies of the Constitution for the next week.
Hold tight, here we go.
No, we're not.